Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here. And now that we have the final week of challenge mode, which is actually a week in which Bungie has enabled all the challenges because they claim they were unable to retroactively tick the challenges for people who've done the challenges week 1 through 4 up to this week. We can do the final challenge, which is the witness challenge. That witness challenge, the coordinated efforts, is going to be to get everybody a glyph keeper and shoot the buttons on the witness at the same time within about 5-6 seconds. You have a little bit of leeway. You can double break, so it's not impossible to do it if somebody happens to lose theirs and you're running out of time. You can just try to double or triple break. With the leopard controversy, just be careful not to net limit anymore. With the NordVPN, I know there were some people out there net limiting, so that's just a heads up there that they're looking at people who are using net limiting or using, should I say, a VPN to lower their internet connectivity speeds and create higher pings so that you can easily double and triple break with just like an SMG. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you are only double breaking and triple breaking with appropriate loadouts and not trying to use some type of a network manipulation to do so. So now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to go through the guide information, assuming that you've already done at least the normal encounter of this and you've seen a normal witness guide or have done the witness and understand how the arms work. The arms are given a designation based on the original shape of that arm. So for example, the arm that comes out the wall, that's going to be the square arm. That arm will always only be triangle or circle resonance when you stand in the resonance beam and shoot the band. The circle arm is going to be the arm that comes out of the floor toward the ceiling, so from the floor up. That arm has a circle resonance on the ground, so it is the circle arm. And that arm will always, of course, only be square or triangle, red or green on the band when you stand in the circle and shoot it. And then the triangle arm that comes out of the ceiling downward, that arm, of course, will always only be square or circle because it is the triangle arm with the triangle resonance that it creates. And of course, stepping into that triangle resonance and shooting the band will unveil that. So now that we've got that set up, there's going to be a lot of times where I will refer to an arm by its shape versus its position so that you can kind of understand the callouts that we're making as we're going through the encounter. And the way that we designed it was we had everybody pick a button and everybody was able to pick a position in two teams, so two sets of three. Team one being the team that takes the first three shapes, and team two being the person that swaps with them and takes the next three shapes. And so in this case, me, I was on the bottom left button, and I was starting out with team one in square. So I would go to the first wall arm, I would check the resonance and not get the resonance because it's important because you need to be able to refresh your resonance for time sometimes so that you don't die to the resonance timer since you're going to be holding the glyph keeper longer and you're not going to be able to cleanse yourself. So try not to get resonance your very first time. Just dip into your shape, shoot the band to check it, go get the corresponding resonance to kill the arm, come back, kill the arm, and get your glyph keeper. And so the way that this would work is everybody would type it out in chat. And so, for example, me, I would type next to my name, bottom left button and square arm, or first square arm, bottom left button, however you want to design it. And once everybody's typed that out in chat, once everybody has that designated somewhere, like maybe in Discord, you can then move on knowing, okay, this is the two teams, these are the buttons that you're going to shoot so that there's no confusion. Because if you're just going chaos and everybody's shooting a random button, what can happen sometimes is somebody will think that they've got a kill on a button because it blows up, but they still have glyph breaker. The time goes on and then you fail the challenge. You got to start over again. So to avoid that confusion, again, two teams, one in each shape, and then you're going to designate who was the second team, one for each shape. So that way, for example, with me, I've checked my arm, I've got my resonance, I came back, killed my arm. I'll say square arm one is done, square two you're up, and then I'll ask that person where they are so that way I can take their spot. So let's say they're ad clear right, which is what was happening for me. I would take his spot doing ad clear on the right while he goes and tries to get the resonance to kill the square arm that comes back after killing the first one. So it's very simple when you kind of look at it that everybody gets their resonance and then switches out, but there is again some pitfalls. So to cover those, the pitfall number one is somebody taking obviously too long to get the resonance and running out of time, the final shape timer. That can and has happened. Somebody can also have issues and they die with their glyph keeper, for example, when they're switching off teams, and that person will just have to then get another glyph keeper. So you res that person, they try to get another glyph keeper off their shape once the person that was before them gets their glyph keeper. So let's say square arm 2 dies, he's free to go and get a glyph right away because I've already got mine, I'm still square arm 1. But let's say triangle 1 dies. Well, if triangle 1 dies and triangle 2 is still trying to get their resonance, they have to wait until Triangle 2 is done. Once Triangle 2 is done, they'll tell Triangle 1, and then Triangle 1 will go get another Triangle Resonance as quickly as possible so that you can go into the next phase, into the actual damage phase. Now, the next pitfall, of course, is people with resonance in the first team have to be aware. You have like, I think, like a minute and a half or so on your timer. And once that timer runs out, you're going to die. You'll lose your glyph keeper. You have to be res and get it again. So the way you avoid that is to not get resonance in the first place. Only get the resonance that you need to kill your arm so that you have 2 more stacks of resonance left to refresh your time. The way you refresh your time is you just step into any of the resonances. Square is usually the easiest. Sometimes triangle can kind of be semi-easy if it lands right next to you and you need to refresh your resonance. You just stay in there for a few seconds until you hear the sound cue that you got resonance. Your timer will refresh to the minute and a half, and then you're good until damage phase starts usually. If for whatever reason you have to extend further, get another resonance, and then go to damage. And that's why you want to make sure you don't get resonance on your first arm, so you have that additional flexibility to get a second and third refresh of your resonance timer. Now, survivability is going to be key in this encounter, so you're going to make sure you're running a build that's going to keep you alive while you're doing ad clear. You don't actually have to run necessarily ad clear weapons, but you have to be ready to kill the ads in the order in which they spawn. Of course, the Screebs are going to spawn in the center. Then on the 2 sides, you're going to have the little scions, the scions that do the pull with strands. They call them weavers. So you're going to have 2 sets of weavers, one right and then one left. And then after you've cleared those out and you clear those small ads, which are going to usually be the annoyances for people who are doing the shapes, you're going to then work on the chieftains. And you don't have to worry about it in this challenge mode, actually, having a subjugator. Normally there's a strand subjugator and a ice subjugator, a stasis subjugator. Those 2 subjugators won't spawn because you're not popping buttons in between those damage phases. Everybody's holding a glyph keeper, and then you're popping buttons, so you already have the strands and stasis subjugators out of the way until damage phase anyway. So then you get up on the platform, just kind of stay toward the middle so they can't pick at you from the sides, and then do your damage like normal. So this is similar to a master clear already in the sense that all you have to do is shoot the buttons at the same time. DPS is the same. Watch your surges, try to match your surges, and then try to stay alive because, again, deaths are going to throw you off. Deaths will force a restart at a bad time. You could be basically going onto the kill run with ammo and everything is good, and then all of a sudden you die because of somebody accidentally getting resonance times 3, for example, and they can't get their actual arm killed, so you have to wipe. Somebody dying with a glyph keeper, which is going to extend it, causing somebody else maybe to die because they're already at times 3 resonance and they can't refresh the resonance timer. And then, of course, you're going to always have that situation where you end up dying to ads in general, and then you don't have enough reses because you had people die on the platform during the damage phase, and so now you have to start over because the res timer is going to kill you. So those are the things that you want to look out for. Those are the main changes that you're going to see. Is you're going to have that set up. Square arm is going to get a certain resonance, and then say for example, square needs triangle, you're going to go get triangle, come back and kill your square, say you're done. Square 2 is going to tell you where they were, you're going to take their spot, and it's going to be the same thing. Circle's going to do the exact same thing. They're going to kill their arm. Where were you at? For circle 2, they're going to take their spot. Triangle the same way. So that's pretty much the whole encounter. Since this is like a master run, and of course the final master run, if you checked out my other guides, for example, and you use those to get here, you already pretty much have the wherewithal to take down the witness on master because you've already done some of the earlier encounters, which can be a little more difficult, like the Herald of Finality can kind of be a little tough sometimes. The fourth encounter, Verity, can be a little tough with coordination. This one is not a whole lot of difference. It's just a matter of executing. Everybody has to execute. You can't die at a bad time, and you have to really watch your resonance. And so once you do that, do your damage, try to 2 or 3 phase him. Again, you want to make sure that you're coordinating with everybody. Once you have all of your resonances, you call out DPS, everybody comes to the plate, 3, 2, 1, shoot. Try to shoot the buttons with something that can pop them easily, so like rocket launcher, sniper, things where you're not going to have to take too long to pop. That way you don't accidentally get killed, for example, on the plate by the ads that are left over, and you don't get your pop, then you got to start over anyways. That's actually pretty annoying. That happened to us a couple times. I'm going to put our full run through so you can see our clear, what we did, how we did the callouts, the things that we dealt with to get to the damage phase. We had to do a 3 phase, so it's going to be a longer clear, so you can actually kind of really see how it works, where to stand, what to avoid, make sure that you're running healing grenades, or have a way to regenerate your health, go invisible, just things that are going to keep you alive, because those are the things that are going to make the difference, especially when you're the runners, because a lot of times you have to put yourself in harm's way to get that resonance. Another thing to note is when you get off the platform, you're going to want to just gang up on the 2 subjugators. So what we did is we sent all 6, like sometimes it was 4 or 5 of us because people were grabbing ammo at the right subjugator, the stasis subjugator, and then all of us would go to the left one and then knock down the left subjugator with our abilities and our primaries. And then from there we moved on. So here's the run. If you have any additional questions, if you guys are running into problems, for example, where things just aren't working as they should, based on what I've said here, you can go ahead and drop a comment below, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can so I can answer any of those questions for somebody who may be doing something either slightly different, or maybe they're like missing a little bit of the mechanic and not really understanding how it works. Again, this guide assumes that you've already done the witness, you know how to break the bands, you know how to check for resonance before actually getting the resonance, and then you know how to kill the arms. So I'm going to be making separate guides as well for the 3rd and 4th encounters of the challenge, since all the challenges are unlocked this week, and I'll see you guys in those videos.
Here we go.
First square done.
First circle's done. And it's circle test.
First triangle's done. Jump. And team 2, you're good to go.
What is that Scorn doing?
Second triangle's done. Second circle's gonna be done.
Second square is good.
Alright, let's go.
Not yet.
Oh, you said. Oh.
Now you can go.
I got you.
Thank you. Alright, 3, 2, 1, break. Jump.
Shit. I got stuck. Yeah, after the jump. Thank you.
Everybody off. Let's go. Alright, strand. Alright.
Triangle's down here, really.
Alright, first triangle's done. And
Just waiting for the resonance.
First circle's done.
Okay. Gonna be a
First square is done.
Second triangle's done. It's triangle test.
Final test.
Look at top right.
alright, ready to jump. Dude.
Second circle's done.
We just need second square. Let us know when you're
Second square
done.
is almost done. Second square is done.
Okay.
Damage.
Go ahead and
Let's go. Yep.
Damn, I didn't even get my super, that was so fast.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, break.
oh shit.
break,
Oh,
break.
no, I didn't get mine.
Watch
What
out
the
with
fuck?
resonance.
Okay, I
Oh,
got
did
it.
we
I
get
got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. There's
Oh,
no
no
challenge
challenge,
fail.
though. Oof. That was weird. I don't know why it didn't go.
Getting wrecked by the guys on the right. Jesus.
Jump. Jump.
You guys just want to free phase him?
Do we have
Yeah.
ammo? And if not, we'll do
I
three
don't
phase.
I don't have
No,
ammo.
it's
No.
three phases. Three phases.
Okay, three phase. Top off. Let's go.
Right side thing
What
again.
that's weird.
Damn, he got launched.
Alright, Strand.
Sorry, I'm just getting
Dude,
down.
there's no heavy on the floor.
Check the right side.
I'm checking both.
Working on the strand. He's almost dead.
Alright, we're good. Team 1, get active.
I just need to grab him on the right. I'll be
Circle.
back. Alright, I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Square's done.
First circle's done. Ed circle pass.
Circle to us.
Sorry.
Nice triangle all over there. No.
Got it.
Alright, first triangle's done. Don't.
No. Did you get Goomba?
I got architect.
I
Well,
do
team
not
2,
have-
you're good to go.
Watch out for screeps.
I don't have any fucking heavy, so
Left screeps too. Careful.
Why is so many screens over here? I can't grab those stupid residents.
Make sure you watch your timer, team 1.
You got 2 minutes. Yeah, I just refreshed.
Second triangle for this one.
Oh my god, I hate this. Fucking switched on me.
Just take your time. You gotta execute.
Yeah, you got time.
It should be pretty quick for me.
I got this circle.
come on, drop a heavy brick.
Trying to stay on, get you some heavy on the
Square's
left.
done.
He has it. We're all good.
Alright, let's go damage. Let's go.
All right, you guys have to carry me. I have 20 trace rifle bullets.
It's okay.
3, 2, 1, break.
Break before you die.
Oh no. Okay, good. Ooh, that happens twice now. I'm saving my super.
You're welcome for the roof.
Yeah.
Tossing. Oh.
Right. Back left and jump. Gotta heal.
Oh,
God.
shit, that's
Time to
not
screw this
good.
up. It's okay.
I'm trying to shoot you guys.
No
hold on.
way! That's
I
so.
got him, I got him, I got him.
Left. Nice, good shit.
Holy shit.
Fuck this guy, man.
For real.
I got plot armor.
I'm with you.
Oh,
I will support you, Smito. No.
should totally do that during a progress one.
Nice.
Oh. Man.
The CEO's ours.